A doctor in New Jersey says a baby born Tuesday to a mother with the Zika virus appears to be affected by the disease. The woman is from Honduras. She came to the U.S. to be treated after suffering Zika-related symptoms. Now, doctors confirm her newborn has microcephaly. That's when the baby's head is smaller than expected because the brain hasn't developed properly. This is the second Zika-related birth in the U.S. A baby in Hawaii was born with microcephaly earlier this year. The CDC estimates that more than 270 pregnant women in the United States have the Zika virus, and they say they will need more money from Congress to make sure that number doesn't grow. CBS 42 national correspondent Alex Schumann is in Washington to tell us what the holdup is with that money.
Besides the sights and sounds of tourists, things on Capitol Hill are quiet.
Under the provisions of Rule 1,
lawmakers headed home for the week, but when they return, will face a critical decision over funding to fight the Zika virus.
Republicans recklessly block action on public health crises facing our nation.
Here's where things stand. The Senate passed $1.1 billion to pay for fighting the disease. The House passed $622 million. Some of that money coming from funds originally meant to fight Ebola. So what happens next? Lawmakers from both the House and Senate sit down together and form what's called a conference committee. It's their job to take parts of each bill and find a compromise the Senate and House can each pass, sending that compromise to the president's desk.
Dr. Tom Frieden.
There's no set deadline for when they have to be done, which means this could take days, weeks, or months.
In a public health emergency, speed is critical. A day, a week, a month can make all of the difference.
The CDC says they will need the funding by July to prevent the disease from spreading. Both sides seem to be taking the threat seriously, but Speaker Paul Ryan's office claims Democrats are politicizing the funding fight.
We'll talk to our members about how best to move forward to maintain a functioning and workable appropriations process.
House Republicans also want to remove regulations on companies that spray for mosquitoes, which they claim makes it tougher for these businesses to stay afloat and kill the mosquitoes carrying the virus. In Washington, I'm congressional correspondent Alex Schumann.
Meanwhile, other parts of the world are stepping up their fight against the Zika virus. Brazil taking a proactive stance. They launched a test that detects the Zika virus in 20 minutes. Until now, patients who suspected they might have the virus had to wait at least 3 weeks to get their lab results back.